You know, when I start eating oatmeal, usually it's because it's getting a little bit cold.
Rosie, you're so cute, you, with your little jacket.
We just stopped at the gas station and the guy inside is like told us that it's supposed to snow here on Thursday. We had it here. I don't want to see some snow. Not right now, it's too early. Well, we should be far gone from that time. But yeah, it's getting chilly, guys. Nice little home for tonight. A lake for yourself. Nice little place. We're gonna spend the night here, but I think it's gonna be a shitty one again. It's been a couple of days that it's been shitty. Oh, I think Cruzy's coming for a walk with us. Calm down, little boy. Calm down. You wanna come for a walk? Alright, today we did a lot of driving. We just tried to leave this area. Like North Ontario, it is a lot of backcountry, and at one point we will definitely return in Ontario and spend more time on this part. Right now it's just start to be cold, and I think, to be honest, and I say that so many times in my video, I'm sorry, but it's true, we just missed the mountain right now, so we're driving a little faster if you want this portion. So yeah, it's been quite cold, as you saw this morning. It's been a couple of mornings that it's like this, just chilly, just freezing point in the morning, which is not a problem. I love it. During the day is nice and warm. Today was a little bit colder, but nice and warm. And at night, yeah, close to freezing point. This morning we woke up, it was -4 apparently. So I've been doing kind of my winter prep, things like this, slowly hiding some blanket and things like this. And we met so many subscribers that doing van life, I think for probably the first season or so, and they've been asking us a lot of questions. And every winter I've been doing a little video about how I made it for 3 years without a heater. And my tip, my trip, I'm gonna leave those. I think I made 2 videos already about that topic. I'm gonna leave that in the description. So if you are starting van life, you don't have a heater, or you worry, I totally get it, because I know I felt when I started sleeping in my car. I didn't know if that was possible. I didn't know how I would make it. So yeah, I spent three winter? Like last year was almost like a full winter without a heater, because I had a heater but my electrical was not working, or was working on and off. So, but yeah, I'm gonna leave that in the description. But what I do, I still use like a lot of my trick from when I didn't have any heater, because first of all, you never know if your heater is gonna break down on you, so I always prefer to be prepared and having everything if I spend a night without a heater. And second, at night, during night when I sleep, the heater is not on. If I woke up middle of the night, it was chilly, I might start a heater, mostly for her, to be quite honest. People laugh at when I say that, but it's true, because inside all my blanket I am warm, but when it starts to be cold, she want to be warm too, so she's gonna sleep on top, like beside me, on top of the blanket. But when it gets colder, she want to go inside the blanket, and as much as she love it go inside the blanket, it doesn't bother her, I know she prefer to be on top. So I sometimes just start the heater, put a timer for an hour, fell back to sleep, and she can enjoy a little bit of the warmer van. But yeah, we've been doing the prep of the bed. So right now in the summer I only have this blanket, my little duvet, but inside this pillow here I do have my sleeping bag. So in the summer it look like this, and in the winter I just put that sleeping bag on top of me just as a blanket. Not, I don't sleep inside, I never like that. I also have this blanket. So last night we slept with 3 blankets. I also have an extra one that I didn't pull out. It's not cold enough for that, but if I need it, I have an extra one. And the sheet of the bed is just this little, tiny little one. But in the winter, I like to have big thick one. So this one is gonna go on next time that I go at the laundry. I'm just gonna switch them. So a couple little things that Kitty think it's a treat. No, it's not, baby. She like those though, those little hand warmer. I used to put her some in her bed. It's not for you. She really wanted. But right now I just keep them just as mostly as an emergency, or if I want to give her a little treat, if you want a warmer bed. Although we do have the heater now, but I do keep that. If something happened, I do have those last like 10 hours, and they have like a bigger patch that was using most of the bigger patch. I think they were lasting 16 hours, so you can put that inside of your bed, super warm, comfortable. Other thing, I do have an electric blanket. It's just a small one, you know, when you hurt your back. I sometimes use that for Kitty and for myself too. Now it's mostly for my back problem, but I think this winter what I'm probably gonna do is buy a 12 volt that plug in a cigarette lighter heating blanket, so a full size blanket. They do sell them on Amazon, I know that, and they do sell them at like place where they sell like things for car, you know. So I might just go grab one, because with the gas price, starting the heater in middle of the night will just warm the whole van, but when you are sleeping inside of your blanket, it takes a while to warm up the whole van plus warm up yourself inside your blanket. You know what I mean? During the day, it's perfect to have the heater, or at night, I often start the heater before I'm going to bed. In the morning, definitely start the heater before I get out of bed. But at night, sometimes I just want a little extra heat, and starting the heater and warm up everything can be maybe a little bit more expensive, although I don't like see so much a difference in the gas tank. I have no idea how much like that can burn gas if you want in a typical day in winter. It's not that much, not something that I really notice. But with the gas price, I'm thinking that maybe just those 12 volt electric blanket that I could just sleep with when I just feel like it will just drain a little bit my battery. But as long, if you have like a solar panel, this is free electricity, so as long as you have enough battery and enough solar, this should be free instead of pay for gas. Me, I don't have sorter, so I do have to drive to make that up. But if I know I'm gonna drive enough during the day, which usually like I don't use that much of my electrical system, so usually after half an hour of driving my electrical system is back to normal. So I don't know, maybe a little extra option, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I've been thinking about it. So a couple of ideas if you are doing winter van life. Go one day at a time, learn couple tricks. Like I said, I'm gonna leave some link if you don't have a heater, or even if you have a heater. I think those options are great too as well to have in mind if something happens. Always be prepared, but don't get worried. In the worst scenario, I always was when I was in my car, having enough money that if it was super cold, I could have go at the hotel and grab a night. Never happened, but it could, you know. And I think the colder that I slept without a heater was -17. I don't recommend. I'm glad that this is over now that I have a heater. I never really complained at that time because that's where I was, you know. I didn't have a heater, didn't have money, didn't have the electricity at one point. So, and I didn't want to buy those cheap heater that work with propane that just add so much moisture. That's another topic, but I just didn't want to go with that, and I was worried with the cat that, you know, thing could catch on fire, things like this too as well. So we skipped that. We were cold turkey, is that expression? Cold turkey, no a heater, and we made it. But I'm glad this is over, and hopefully this winter everything's gonna go well with my heater. Hopefully we're gonna have a full winter with the heater. That would be awesome. All right, guys, enough talking. Thank you for joining me. It should be our last video in Ontario. After that, we have to drive the whole prairie. And after that, we are back in BC. All right, guys, see you in the next one. That we have a heater now, huh? Oh, yes. Miss loving it. Right now, it's nice and warm in the van. We don't need a heater, though. All right. You want to give a kiss? Kitty. Alright. No kiss today, I guess. I think you are getting a little diva right now. You're like, no, I don't give kiss anymore. I miss Kitty. Alright. I'll see you in the next one, guys.